All right, and we are live. So I'm the personal trainer, and you're from Create PT Wealth.
Oh, thanks, Brad.
Uh,
All right, so you just want me to start? Just go for it.
bring. Hello.
Okay. Hi, Brad. Tammy here from Create PT Wealth. How you going?
Good, thanks. Yourself?
That's good. Well, thank you. Look, I know I've interrupted your day today, but the reason I'm calling, I just noticed that you'd clicked onto one of our page links on Facebook, and I just wanted to, basically the purpose of my call is just to see as to why you filled out the form, and maybe if we can help with any questions you might have in regards to you and your business.
Yeah, sure. I clicked on. I think it was. I saw something you guys had on Facebook, and I'm pretty sure I downloaded a copy of your book. Actually.
Okay. Sure. Great. Yeah. Fantastic. Have you got about 10 minutes of your time? Like, would I be able to take up about 10 minutes of your time just to go over a few things with you? Is now a good time?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, fantastic. So, Brad, what type of PT business are you running? Are you running something that's basically rent-based, or is it more your own business? Have you got PTs under you? Can you tell me a little bit more about your business?
Yeah, sure. I operate from a gym.
Okay.
So I'm at a Anytime Fitness.
Okay, great.
Yep, and I basically run my business underneath their roof. So I'm a rent-based trainer, and I pay those guys a fee every week to run my business from there.
Okay, fantastic. And how long have you been doing that for, Brad?
Probably graduated at the start of last year, 2017. So about probably just over a year and a half.
Okay, fantastic. And how are you finding it so far?
It's been good. Like, it's been a little bit up and down. Like, I love it, and I'm really enjoying it. And the clients and that, but I guess the sort of a bit of the instability a bit in terms of like clients. Clients cancel, and bit of can't predict always the revenue that's coming in, the money, and so forth.
Okay, fantastic. All right, and do you feel like you're sort of, I guess, on a bit of a roller coaster then, feeling like some months it's great and then other months it's not so great? Is that what you're sort of trying to say, or?
Yeah. I've definitely experienced a bit of that, and I guess there was a bit where I felt like it was moving in the right direction.
Yep.
Last year, and then that was after winter, and then like Christmas hit, and like I had a bunch of clients went away and a few leave and stuff, and then I've picked up again this year, but then I've just been through winter again, and it's been I've been a little bit up and down.
Okay, great. All right. Well, look, at the end of the day, it feels like maybe you could be a good fit for Create PT Wealth. And so I thought maybe I'd just ask you a few things about, you clicked on the booklet. So what was the main purpose of you clicking on that booklet? Is there something in particular you're wanting to find out or learn, or?
Look, I guess I think I just saw you guys on Facebook, and I guess I'm just trying to think, how do I get more clients? Because at the moment, with the amount of sessions I'm doing, it's just not enough, pretty much.
Yep. Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out now, how do I get more sessions and make more money and so forth.
Yep. Okay. Sure thing. Fantastic. We all want to do that, make more money.
Yeah, it'd be great. And
okay.
At the moment.
Yeah. Okay, so if you went down that path, like you had more clients and you felt like you were earning more money, what does that sort of mean to you? Like, what would that change in your life? Like, how would that help you in where you're going in life, I guess?
Yeah, I guess I'd be able to pay all my bills comfortably.
Yep.
And I guess coming up to towards summertime, like I'm even thinking about, if I take time off at Christmas, that I potentially lose money there.
Okay. Yep.
And just not struggle as much. I've just been struggling at the moment financially.
Okay, sure thing. All right. Now, like, let me just, I guess I just want to really be clear on this. So obviously getting more clients is going to help you make more money. So that's going to help you pay your bills more comfortably, allow you to take a little bit more time off and have some, I guess, time for you. Yeah. And also you're struggling a bit financially at the moment, obviously, because you're going on a bit of a roller coaster ride, which is, I guess typically it's quite normal for the PT industry, especially when you first start.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. That definitely sums it up.
Okay. So from all of that, what I'm taking away from it is maybe you've got a few frustrations. Like, what are your biggest frustrations with not being able to, I guess, make more money, get more clients, which in turn will help you pay your bills and take time off? So what are the biggest frustrations coming out of that? Like, is it lead generation? Is it the fact that you have clients cancelling? Are you not creating a loyalty? Like, tell me a little more about what's the biggest points for you that's frustrating you.
All the above.
Okay.
I'd probably have to say if you said what's the number one, it would just be it'd be, I guess, getting more leads, and then once I've got those leads, being able to convert those people into clients. Because right now, I guess the leads are coming in kind of sporadically. The gym doesn't really supply us with that many leads.
Okay.
And so, so consequently, it just means the amount of sessions that I'm doing seems like a direct result to when they feed us with leads,
Okay, sure. And why do you think you haven't achieved that to date? Like, why do you think you're not being able to generate more leads and convert them into actual clients and getting them on board as clients? Why do you think that is?
I'm not really sure how to do it. Like, I'm not really clear on the, I'm sure people do it, but I'm just, the only way I've known is to go to the gym and, like they told me to walk the floor and all that. But like, I'm not really a big fan of that. And outside of that, I'm not really sure what some of the methods on how to do it.
Okay. All right. Sure thing. So by you saying you don't know, not sure your methods, all of that sort of thing, would you say then that it's probably a little bit of lack of knowledge on how and skill set? Do you think that's sort of where you're at the moment?
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly it. Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic. Okay. So if you think, obviously, based on that, I guess Create PT Wealth is simply about that, is helping you to find more knowledge, get that skill set, increase it. I guess in some respects create confidence as well. Like you just mentioned, you're not really okay with walking the floor and prospecting on the floor, which, that's out of most people's comfort zone. So, Create PT Wealth is simply about trying to help you to get through those things and also help you with, increasing your knowledge, growing your skill set. And then hopefully that will help you with all the things you've talked about, which is getting more clients, having more stability and moving on from there. So if we could help you with some of those things, do you think, that would be something that you'd be interested in?
Yeah, I mean, I'm at that spot where if I don't do something, it's like, what am I going to do? Continue, going to paying the rent, and like don't want to have a time when I'll lose too much of income, because then I could be in a spot where I might be faced to quit altogether, or I've considered maybe I've got to go back to a job or do something like that, which I don't want to do. So I'm looking for help.
All right, fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, I think a really good spot for you to start and consider would be, we have a two-day seminar that we hold. It's very, I guess it's an intimate seminar. There's normally only up to about 50 people there. It's very it basically nails into all of the things that you're looking at. Like, it grows your knowledge on, how to get more clients, how to obviously convert that lead into a regular client, and even to the point of, starting to increase what you charge your clients in the gym. We even go, start the processes of having people work under you if that's where you're at in your business. Or maybe you just haven't taken that step yet to get to that point. And the 2 days is basically locking down doing that and helping you create a better knowledge and skill set for you, which, as you said, create more time. So do you think that's something that you would like to be involved with?
I mean, like, I'm not sure if I'm actually ready to hire somebody that feels a long way off in the distance for me. But
fair enough.
If you're saying that it pretty much helps me to understand, how to get clients and how to generate leads and so forth, because I've heard about this sort of stuff, but I just haven't known how to do it. So I do need to learn. Excuse me, I do need to learn it. That's for sure.
Yeah, fantastic. I guess for you, that would be a really good starting point for you, because it's 2 days. You're going to get a really good insight into learning more, and then hopefully, take a step up and if you want to go into sort of more one-on-one coaching, or that seems to be something that would help you with your business, you get value out of that seminar, then we can talk about that in the future.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
That's
so
right.
yeah. Okay. Our next seminar, I don't know when your next seminar is, Brad. So
on the blah 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 and the blah
blah,
blah
on the blah 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 at the blah blah blah. The only, I'm just going to go into normal talking to you. So that's $297 or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's probably where I've got stuck, is like, how do I close it to the end? So would you look at committing to that type thing and send them a link? Do I send them a link? That's probably the only bit that I've got to there.
Sure. Yeah. So if we effectively hit the pause button there for a sec.
Sure.
Then to answer your question, that typically the way you do it is you would actually close them actually on the phone. So I can secure your ticket now for the next Brisbane event, which is the 18th and 19th of October.
Mm-hmm.
There's some other bits to it which we won't be going into, like we don't need to speak about right now, but it's like our bonuses that they get for coming along to the event and so forth. So all that bit, so there's a little bit there to uncover. So what you do is you basically collect their details and then we transact it straight away.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
You were a pretty easy client, so.
Yeah. Keep it pretty nice and compliant at the beginning. The other bit is that on that sheet there's a bit sort of towards the end of it where we're looking for. I guess just to say, if we're to close it off, if I was to put this into words and say, look, Brad, I mean, it sounds like you'd be a great fit for us, and I'd see that you get a lot of value out of it. Most people who are in your situation, really, when they come along, it's it blows them away in terms of the information they'll hear. I've just got a couple of questions for you. Well, questions or statements, whichever way you want to take them. First of all, Brad, I just need to know that you are the type of person who wants to build their business. You are serious about this. This is not a hobby for you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. It isn't. No, it's not a hobby for me.
And secondly, I just want to know that you're going to be there and you're keen to take this to the next level. So that type of questioning or language, just looking for that level of buy-in or commitment.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. All right. No worries. Obviously, I'm not going to be perfect, but.
No. So but just I guess as we were wrapping that up, and then if we go now back to the original thing, like if I give you feedback immediately, like it's just you pretty much followed the process really well, followed the scripting really well, So so from my perspective, it all sounded like it flowed easily. The first part, the intro part, was right on. You transitioned in comfortably. When we got to speaking about a bit about me, and again, this happens through experience, is that you're from a gym. Okay, cool. I loved how you got into. Tell me a bit about what are some of your frustrations and all that. Bit I like digging a little bit further in is like going, okay, so just sort of paint a picture for me, Brad. Like, actually, physically, how many sessions are you doing at the moment, if you don't mind me asking?
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Oh, I'm doing 15. Okay, cool. And if you don't mind me asking, what are you charging for those sessions at the moment?
Yeah.
Oh, it's $70 a session. And you quickly do the maths and you go, okay, what is it? It's going to be $1,050 or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You go. So if I just do the rough maths on that, sounds like roughly about $1,000 a week. Is that about right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Cool. And how much is the gym rent? If you don't mind me asking. It's
$200 a week.
$200 a week. Okay. Cool. So $1,000 minus your gym rent, $200 leaves you with about $800. Does that sound about right?
That's right. Yeah.
And then that's where the person will typically get the response on the lines of, oh, yeah, that's probably on a good week, but then if people cancel, it can be as low as $600 or $700,
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So if I hear you correctly, roughly 15 sessions a week. By the time we take off the gym rent, you're left with somewhere between about $600 and $800 a week. Does that sound about right?
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. What do you want that to be? Is there an amount where you'd like to take it?
I'd love it to be about 10 grand a week. That'd be great.
About 10 grand a week. Yeah. You can't live off that, but it's a start, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely a start.
So that's probably just through that section there, and this is again probably a bit more me bringing in the on the job experience, because that's, historically we kind of know you paint that picture, and so you're making $800 a week. You want to get to, by the sounds of it, if you did $1,500 a week, you'd be pretty happy, and by the sounds of it, $2,000 a week, you'd be popping the champagne corks. By the sounds of it, is that right?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
right.
Cool. Yeah. Sweet. And again, that's if I break out of role play scenario and I say, well, if we could assist you in getting to that $1,500 a week, what difference would that make in your life? And that's the bit where back into the core, where you tie that bit back in perfectly anyway, because you're like, all right, what's it going to supply you with? What's it going to mean for you? And then you got granular with it as well. You got more detailed on it, so that part was excellent. So my feedback on it was that I'd say for a first attempt, it flowed really well.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Still needs work. I tried to do it in front of the mirror, but I kept laughing at myself.
Yeah, and I think more importantly, what I look for is just more in terms of like confidence and flow, because at no point did I feel like you were sort of uncertain about where to head with it.
Yeah. I think it's just about having a conversation with them. But I think I just probably need to work on laying out how I'm going to go through each step. Like if I just know, okay, this will lead into that, I just need to probably work through that flow chart and that PDF a bit more.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And in amongst what we do, I mean, we're ever changing and updating stuff and trying to find ways to improve it or make it better or make it easier to deliver as well. So
yeah.
And 100%. it's that blend of it. It's a sales process, but at the same time, we want it to be very non-salesy and be, like you said, very conversational.
Yeah, I guess it's about helping them.
And then in amongst that, there's a lot of people who actually do need a level of assertiveness to get them to, snap out of their, we call it the trance that someone walks through in life. It's almost like they go through it, they just got the blinkers on and they're not really thinking about what's out there. I'm making my $1,000 a week or my $1,200 a week. Money's coming in. I'm training a bunch of clients. I go home at the middle of every day. I have a nap for 2 hours. I go back to the gym at night, I do my thing, I guess we're looking to go, well, where's this thing heading for you,
Oh, how's that working for you? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right.
The next bit, obviously speaking about business mastery program, that could do a little bit of polishing up. And it's probably a couple of bits, if I was to lay that out and just make it really clear and concise for somebody, it would be so you said that leads are probably the biggest thing, getting more clients, and then once you've got people in front of you, having the right type of process to convert them into clients. That's pretty much exactly what we uncover at Business Mastery Program. So
so just get a bit clearer on that.
There's the skills that you learn. You said you want more clients, and then turning those people into ongoing clients.
Okay, sure.
And we got some, a lot of things, like a lot of methods to help secure someone to go. Look, the way we view it is it's 2 days out of your business and out of your life to work on yourself personally and work on your business. And you might go, look, Brad, what percentage of you? Where'd you get your qualification at when you got yourself qualified? You said it was at the start of last year. I go AIF. Okay, cool. And with all due respect to the colleges, what percentage of that was dedicated to business or understanding lead generation or marketing?
Zero.
None really. And it's no disrespect to the colleges. They're delivering a curriculum that's being handed down to them, and that's the bit where we come in as a business to be able to assist people to get that.
100%. Yeah. Well, I mean, one of the questions I didn't actually ask, which I'd written down in my own stuff, was just obviously I wanted to then go into more of that, how important is personal development for you? You're selling a PT business where you're personally developing people in fitness. So, how is it, how do you translate that back to you, and how important is it? So just so that, I don't know where I'd throw that in, but I guess it would come out naturally in the right time and within the conversation. So
and it's an interesting one because I'm not sure how frequently I'd bring it out even initially with somebody, unless they've indicated on some level that might be something they're open. Because you've we're probably pretty similar in that you probably invest in your own ongoing personal development, obviously big on your values. as it is on ours. But for some people, initially, it might not be the thing that they think that they need to get sorted.
Yep. All it is about they just want to bring people in.
Correct, yeah. But the way I put it into context for someone like that might be also a business mastery program. There's a portion where we invest in what we call personal development. And the way we describe that, it's overcoming self-sabotaging beliefs or roadblocks that might hold you back from getting the type of success that you want in business. Some examples of where that might pop up, for example, is increasing your charge-out rate for most personal trainers. The idea of earning more per session. They like the idea of it, but they're just totally unsure on how to deliver that message to somebody. They're in fear that clients might get upset. They're in fear that clients might leave, think they're greedy, money hungry, in it for the wrong reasons. Consequently, it'll stop them doing it,
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So that's, I guess we wrap it around an example or wrap it around a story that they can buy into,
Finding something that connects with them.
Yeah, and again, this is all the I guess what you might say the industry type learning that comes as a result of this. Or another one that pops up a lot at our workshop is the cancellation policy. So what we generally find is for many personal trainers, I'm not sure if this is the case for you, Brad, do you have a cancellation policy in place?
No.
You do? No. Oh, you don't? Okay, cool.
No.
And have you experienced an issue with that, like clients, say, for example, cancelling at the last minute and you missing out on money?
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, so a couple of bits from our recommendation. I'm not trying to give you the whole answer today, but the short answer is that having a cancellation policy in place is going to be important. But the next part is being able to deliver that assertively in such a way that you don't miss out on your business.
Yeah.
We had a lady just recently in one of our events, and she'd tracked on a spreadsheet the cancellations that she'd had over the course of 12 months. And she even had a policy in place, but these were days when she was too afraid to mention to the person or enforce it for whatever reason. That added up to $7,500 a year of lost revenue, for her over that time, which is about $140 a week. It's a significant amount of money,
Yeah.
So what we do is we teach you the methods on how to have something like that in place so that you're not missing out on that.
Great. Yeah. Perfect. Where do I sign?
So yeah, that's a bit of an example of that. So
okay.
Cool. I'm liking it. How are you? Are you liking it? That's the question.
No, I do like it. And obviously it's, for me, I've looked through everything. I think it could work, and I think also it's going to help me, I think, personally as well, in the sense of being involved with people that are, I guess, like-minded, and you have, your approach to everything is about helping people, and it's not just all about money. So for me, that's a good thing for me.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so it's our company value, people first, and then what we find is that the money, the profitability flows as a result of that.
Yeah, 100%.
I like that philosophy. So ultimately there is a business here to run, but it's pretty cool. That's definitely living by our values. That's for sure. So
yeah. And I think too, there's some room for me to, I guess, get creative on how I bring leads in, stuff like that. But we can get to that at a later date, I guess. But
i.e., you're saying you've got some ideas already on it. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Just to, it doesn't mean they'll all be valid, but just thinking about creating a few little click funnels and maybe giving them a couple of free little tools and just to get them a little bit more engaged, and then when the phone call happens they're sort of already feeling connected with what we're talking about. So stuff like that.
When you say click funnels, are you familiar with click funnels, and have you used it yourself? Or
in a basic term, so continuing to learn about it, but so literally we used to do a lot of them with a training business that we had, which I worked for, called they were a property management training company. So basically we used Infusionsoft and having those click funnels of just creating a process, so it's a little bit automated, like you showed me on your SMS thing the other day.
Gotcha. Yeah, cool, excellent. Good that you're already speaking that language too. So
just because the whole point is growing a database. So
that's right. Yeah, that's cool. Excellent. All right. Well, look, I'm really liking it, and the only thing we got this week, because I'd love to sort of the next stage would be to move into like actually, getting on the phone, having some real life calls with a few people.
Yep.
But I think what I need to do is probably go away from here and maybe just re-listen and
100%.
just figure out, okay, well, at what point, what do we need to do, and what does that look like?
Yeah.
What does your week actually look like?
At the moment, it looks like I'm pretty good. I know you said you're busy Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
But I don't honestly have anything major happening at the moment.
Yeah.
The only thing I possibly might have is an appointment. Like I've got a friend coming to Brisbane on Friday. But other than that, I'm pretty open. Like I can move things around. It's not really a big deal.
Yeah. And within that, when do you go away again? What date do you head off?
So fly out of Sydney, because don't ask, but anyway, flying out of Sydney to Bali on the 21st of September. So I'll probably need to be in Sydney on the 20th of September.
Yep.
And then I'll be back on I think it's the 2nd of October.
Oh, yep. Cool. Yeah.
So, but in all honesty, like I'd probably take that time, even though I'm away in Bali. I may still want to try and keep doing some calls and things from there, simply because I feel like if you start and then you stop, it doesn't give you that momentum. So yeah,
you might just want to keep up a bit of flow, sort of thing.
Yeah, whether that's just messaging or whatever, that's fine with me as well. But I know obviously we need to probably put in place more of a plan, and obviously I'm going to need to know what you're going to have, targets and stuff I have to meet, and all the money side of the fun talk, the money side of it, and all that sort of thing. So
absolutely. So what I'm thinking is, and I can just stop the recording now because I don't need to keep recording.